Hi, I'm Melissa. I'm the editor of the BNN Teen blog.
Hi, I'm Joel. I'm editor of the Barnes & Noble Science Fiction and Fantasy blog.
And we are here to rank our favorite Stephen King books from 3 to 1 and discuss who is right and who is wrong.
Someone is definitely wrong.
So my number 3 favorite Stephen King book of all time, it is a nostalgia pick because it's the very first Stephen King book I ever read. It is The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon.
I have one reaction to that, which is how, I think that book came out in the mid-90s. How is that the first Stephen King book you ever read?
I found it at a garage sale. It was 50 cents. It was the book that hooked me. The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon is about a girl who is on a camping trip with her brother and her mom. Somehow she gets lost. Her spirits are kept up by her memories of her favorite baseball player, Tom Gordon.
What do you like about it?
I like the little details that I still remember. Like she had this backpack full of stuff that she needed to survive on, including like one hard-boiled egg. And I was the kind of kid who wanted to like have a backpack with one egg in it that I'd have to survive on for
just the one egg.
An indeterminate amount of time in the wilderness.
I think my number 3 would be Misery. A writer is in a car accident. He is saved by his biggest fan, who turns out to be a bit overzealous in her fandom and tries to force him to bring back to life a character that he has recently killed off.
So my number 2 pick is kind of a gimme. It's The Shining. There's stuff in the book that's not in the movie. And the biggest thing for me is the lawn animals. It was the scariest thing I'd ever read. Like I would just read it and like actively cry as I read because I was so scared. Number 2, let me hear what you got.
So my number pick needs some backgrounding because it's one of the Dark Tower books. This is the 3rd book in the series called The Wastelands. But the reason I like it is because it combines a ton of fantasy world building and it has a massive cliffhanger. And I had to wait 7 years to find out what happened next, which is an incredibly long time when you're like 10 years old. I think we're going to agree on what's number 1, so I think we should just 3, 2, 1, count down and say it, okay?
Okay, yeah.
3, 2, 1.
11, 22, 63. Okay. First of all, that's not a novel.
It is bound matter, brown printed matter. It is a book.
Yes, that's true.
Stephen King has never been the best at ending his books. With a short story, he doesn't have to worry as much about sustaining it. It's just like a quick punch in the gut. And this book is like 23 different punches in the gut.
So my number 1 pick is 11/22/63, which is about a man who is kind of introduced to the portal in this older man's restaurant, and the portal leads him back to a couple of years before the assassination of JFK. So his charge is to go back in time and save JFK. And sometimes you almost forget that it's even like a sci-fi fantasy novel. It's just so like rooted in its time and place. Those were our top picks for our favorite Stephen King books. One of us was right, one of us was wrong, and we would love to hear what you think.
So why don't you come on the internet and yell at us about it?